Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. We've decided, since this is opening day kind of take two, those are the days when the teams tend to throw their aces out and their best pitchers. So we're going to go with another game, at least one more game from opening day, take two of April 7th of 1970. It's going to be two eventual 20-game winners. Dave McNally for the eventual World Series champion Baltimore Orioles. They had three 20-game winners. McNally was one of them. He had 24 games, and this was the third of four straight 20 games in a row wins for McNally. He would lose the Cy Young to Jim Perry, who we just featured in the last game for the Minnesota Twins, but again, a great season nonetheless. And another 20-game winner for the Cleveland Indians, Sam McDowell, will be on the hill for them. So we get a great pitching matchup here. Let's look at the eventual World Series champion Baltimore Orioles and their lineup on opening day 1970. It's going to be Don Buford in left field, will lead it off, followed by the shortstop, Gold Glover Mark Belanger, light-hitting Mark Belanger. Frank Robinson, the Hall of Famer, in right field batting third. Boog Powell, who had an MVP season, was the MVP of the American League, hitting .297. Will bat cleanup. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Paul Blair. Batting sixth, the Gold Glover and Hall of Famer Brooks Robinson. Batting seventh, Davey Johnson, the second baseman, future manager. Batting eighth, behind the plate, Andy Etchebarren. And on the hill, Dave McNally. So that's the lineup for the Baltimore Orioles. Sam McDowell on the hill. He's a lefty. He's got a B rating with XY modifiers and a DP minus. So Buford steps into the box. Had a 406 on base percentage in 1970. So here's the windup and the pitch. And opening day in Cleveland has begun. Oops. And that is going to be a walk. So leadoff walk to Buford. See if he gets a jump here. He does not. So Buford does not get the jump. So he'll be on first with nobody out. Let's get a little light on our dice tray here. Starting to get to the wee hours of Easter Eve here. So happy Easter, happy Resurrection Day to everybody tomorrow. All right, so Mark Belanger up to the plate now. I don't think we're going to have him bunt yet. So he's going to be hitting away. So 46. And that is going to be a strikeout. So Belanger goes down on strikes, looking for out number one. So Frank Robinson up now. Frank Robinson with a .398 on base percentage, .520 slugging. Here's the pitch by McDowell. And he will strike out. So back-to-back Ks by McDowell. Mr. Brody. He's a big Orioles fan there. Miss Maggs is definitely an Orioles fan. Yes, Mr. Brody's got a lot to say about that. So to bring up the MVP of 1970, Boog Powell. See what he can do. And he'll strike out. So McDowell strikes out three batters after walking the leadoff man. And that's a dominant first inning. So Dave McNally on the hill for the Orioles. He has a C rating with a YZ modifiers, also a DP minus. So Y is for the strikeout there. All right. So the lineup for the Cleveland Indians is going to be Ted Ford, the right fielder. He'll be followed by Ted Eulander. So two Teds at the top of the lineup. The center fielder. So Roy Foster. So they have all three outfielders at the top of their lineup here. Will bat third. Batting cleanup is Tony Horton, the first baseman. Ray Fosse, who would go on to win some World Series there with the Oakland Athletics, will bat fifth, be behind the plate. Batting sixth, Jack Heidemann, the shortstop, hits seventh. The future Yankee Greg Nettles will bat seventh and play third. Eddie Leon, the second baseman, hits eighth, and Sam McDowell on the hill bats ninth. And this is kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to play this earlier seasons, is I remember Nettles for the Yankees, but did not remember him before he was with the Yankees. So this would be kind of cool to see him with who he came up with before I got to know and love him. Sarcasm in that, with the New York Yankees. But anyway, that's the lineup for the Cleveland Indians. All right, so Ford steps in the box. McNally looks in for the sign from Etchebarren. Kicks and delivers. The lefty delivers, and it's going to be a ground out back to McNally. Flips over to Powell for out number one. So Eulander up now. Now he delivers, and that's going to be a base hit. See if Eulander can get a jump, and he cannot. So Eulander gets the first hit of the ball game for either team. It's on first with one down. Powell holding him on. That'll bring up Roy Foster, the left fielder. 357 on base percentage. And he's going to ground out to short. Heidemann has it over to first as Eulander moves into scoring position now with two down. So it'll bring up Tony Horton, a chance to knock in the run here with Cleveland. And that is going to be it's going to be picked off as Eulander gets picked off a second to end the inning. So you get too far off the bag. McDowell wheeled around and did the daylight play there, and Belanger was able to get in there and apply the tag for the out. So after one, no score, as we have Paul Blair, Brooks Robinson, and Davey Johnson up for the Orioles. So McDowell back on the hill. Blair 344 on base percentage, and he gets a pitch to hit here. And he hits it right to the shortstop and makes the play for out as Heidemann makes the play for out number one. So Brooks Robinson up now. Slick fielding third baseman. Also pretty good with the bat. And this time he'll fly out to right field, where Ford will make the catch for out number two. So 2 up and 2 down for the Orioles. Brings up Davey Johnson. 360 on base percentage. And he will strike out as McDowell gets him for out number 3. So Orioles go in order, and after 1.5, no score. So Tony Horton up now. It'll be Horton, Fosse, and Heidemann up for the Indians. If anybody gets on Nettles. So Horton, 453 slugging percentage. Here's the pitch by McNally. And he will fly out to right, where Frank Robinson will make the catch for out number 1. Catcher Ray Fosse up to the plate now. Again, he would win 2 World Series championships with the Oakland Athletics. I think 72 and 74. On base percentage 361. Had a little bit of pop. Error check here. And he'll ground out to second. Davey Johnson up with it over to Powell for out number 2. So Heidemann up now. Heidemann not much of a hitter. Mostly no, a little bit more for his defense. 6'5". And he is going to foul out to Robinson to end the inning. So after 2 full, no score. It's proving to be a good pitching matchup as we expected. So far, so good. So McDowell back on the hill. He'll face Etchebarren, McNally, and Buford. So Etchebarren, the catcher, up to the plate now, and Etchebarren's going to get a hold of one here. And he's going to get a base hit. Okay, cannot get a jump. So that's going to bring up McNally. McNally not a good hitting pitcher, so he will be squaring around to bunt here. So the corners are playing in. Dow looks in for the sign, looks at the runners. Here's the delivery. And it's not going to be too strong a bunt to the third baseman. And they'll throw to second. And Etchebarren, the slow-footed catcher, will be out at second. No return throw. So McNally unable to get the bunt down. McNally does have good speed at first. So Buford up to the plate now with 1 down. Try to get this game going a little faster than we did. Last game was almost an hour, so we'll try. There was a lot of run scoring, but we'll try to get this game flowing here. Try to get in under a half hour, so 5-2. And Buford will strike out. So that'll bring up Belanger, who struck out his first time. Looking. So 2 down now with McNally at first. And Belanger will fly out to Eulander for out number 3. So after 2.5, still no score. Each team with 1 hit. Greg Nettle is up to the plate now. Nettles with a .336 on base percentage. And he's going to fly out to right field for out number 1. So McNally to face Eddie Leon. The second baseman. And he'll go round out to short. Belanger upward over to first for out number 2. That'll bring up Sam McDowell. McDowell, not much of a hitter either. Lefty on lefty here. McNally looks in for the sign. And he takes a ball. Next pitch. And he gets him. Swing for out number, really weak swing there. And 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the third, so out to 3 full, still no score. Frank Robinson to lead it off. He struck out his first time up. And he'll fly out to left. Foster's there to make the catch for out number 1. Luke Powell up now. He struck out also his first time up. And he'll get a base hit up the middle. So Powell not with much speed, so he'll be restricted. Gonna bring up Paul Blair, who grounded out to short his first time up. And he's going to get a base hit. Powell will hold at second, so Orioles have something going here. Runners on first and second. 1 down for Brooks Robinson. Flew out to right his first time up. Possible error here. Oh, just missed the error. Said he's going to ground into a 6-4-3 double play started by Heidemann. Heidemann to Leon to Horton. Definitely not a household names there. So after 3.5, remains scoreless. So it'll be Ford. Top of the order, Ford, Eulander, and Foster up against McNally. Ford grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. He gets a hold of one here, though. And pops it up. So just got under that one, and he pops up to Robinson at third for out number 1. So that brings up Eulander. And he'll fly out to center. As Blair is there to make the catch. 2 up and 2 down for the Indians. Ray Foster up now. He grounded to short his first time up. Grounds out to second, where Davy Johnson will throw it over to Powell for out number 3. So Indians go quietly in the 4th. Head to the 5th. No score. Davy Johnson will lead it off. Struck out his first at bat. 5 Ks so far for McDowell. And he takes a ball. Next pitch. And he'll fly out to left for out number 1. So Etchebarren singled his first time up. Strikes out this time. So 6 Ks now for McDowell. As McNally comes to the plate with 2 outs and the base is empty. And he strikes out. So another strikeout for McDowell. So both teams trading blows here with their pitching. McNally so far has only struck out 1, but holding the Indians to just 1 hit. So Horton will lead it off. Horton 0 for 1 officially on the day. And make that 0 for 2 as he grounds out to Belanger for out number 1. So Fosse up now. Fosse grounded second his first time up. And Fosse's going to get a hold of one here. And that one is going, and gone. And that will put the Cleveland Indians on the board with a solo home run off McNally. Much to the delight of the hometown crowd. And it's 1-0 Cleveland. So Heidemann up now with a 1 down. And he'll ground out to second. The second out of the inning. Nettles up to the plate now. And he flies out to end the inning, but Fosse gets the Indians on the board with a solo homer. 1-0 Cleveland after 5. So the Orioles will try to come back here and answer. Top of the order, Buford. Buford walked and struck out. And Buford's going to get a hold of one here, and he'll lace a single. Going to try to steal, and he will be in there with a stolen base. So Buford in scoring position now, just like that. And brings up Belanger, who struck out and flew out to center. And it's a bad pickoff throw. And Buford will advance to third. As the ball gets away from, looks like it was Leon was covering. Ball gets away from him on. So they're going to give the credit the error to, let's see who the error is going to be on. It's going to be an error on the McDowell. So bad throw by McDowell. And tying run is just 90 feet away with nobody out. So Belanger's still up there. Infield's going to play in on this one, as runs are going to be at a premium for this game. So Belanger will ground back to the pitcher. Looks the runner back. And throws him out. So 1 down now. They're going to play the infield in again against Frank Robinson. Robinson struck out and flew up to left. And he strikes out. A big strikeout there. McDowell, his 8th. Now with 2 down and runner on third for Blue Powell. See if he can keep the inning going here. And Powell will strike out, so they get the run of the third with nobody out and cannot deliver as the Indians hold on to their 1-0 lead. So strategy pays off for Cleveland. So McNally back out on the hill. Indians looking to add to their lead. It'll be Leon, McDowell, and Ford. Leon grounded out to third his first time up. And this time he'll fly out to right, where Robinson's waiting to make the catch for out number 1. So Sam McDowell to the plate now. He struck out his first time up. And this time he's going to take the walk. So McDowell reaches on a free pass. I'm going to bring up Eulander, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Ford is 0 for 2 on the day. Dow gets his lead out first. Not a threat to steal. And it's going to be grounded to third. Robinson over to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. So they do get the lead runner. So Ford at first with 2 down now for Eulander. 1 for 2 with a single. And he strikes out down the inning. So after 6 full, it remains 1-0 Cleveland. McDowell back out on the hill, trying to protect a 1-0 Tribe lead. It'll be Blair, Robinson, and Johnson. Brooks Robinson and Johnson. Davy Johnson. So Blair is 1 for 2 with a single. And he gets another hit, a second hit of the day. He's going to try to steal. Oh, and he just cannot quite get the jump. Almost got the jump, but couldn't quite get the read, so he'll stay put. So McDowell with a good pickoff move. Keeps him close. So Brooks Robinson up to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to right and grounded into a double play. So Horton holding him on. Oh, 4-6. And that will be a fly out to right as Blair holds the first out of the inning. So Davy Johnson up now. Johnson struck out in the first and flew out in second at bat. And he'll draw the walk. So I'll put runners at first and second with 1 down. So tying run in scoring position now for Etchebarren. He's got a base hit already today, 1 for 2. And that will load the bases. So that for the pitcher, McNally. I think we're going to try a squeeze here. Try the bunt here. So the corners are playing in, expecting the bunt. Let's see what's going to happen. Do we really want to do this? He's just like a 140 hitter or something like that, but yeah, we're going to go for it. Orioles don't expect much here. They're going to go for it. 5-3. And he takes a foul strike. See if they're going to keep the bunt on. I think they will. And he grounds into the double play. Throws home and back to first. So he cannot get the... Probably shouldn't have bunted after that. But they elected to try it. So it remains 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Roy Foster up now. Lead it off for Cleveland. Rounds out to first for out number 1. And he grounds back to the pitcher, Horton does, for out number 2. So, man responsible for the only run of the game so far. Homer his last time up. Ray Fosse up to the plate, 1 for 2. And he'll strike out this time. McNally gets him. And we'll head to the 8th. McDowell's rating now a C. So he'll face top of the order, Buford, Belanger, and Robinson. So Buford has reached twice, walked, and singled. 1 for 2 officially. And he'll strike out. So 10 Ks now for McDowell. Brings up Mark Belanger. 0 for 3 on the day. Belanger gets one to hit here. Not much of a chance of getting a home run here, but it's going to be a 5-2, which is going to be a single. So he's going to stay put here. So Belanger reaches with the 1 down. We're going to go with a hit and run here. Frank Robinson up to the plate now. Trying to stay out of the double play. 3-6. And he's going to get a foul ball here. Hit and run back on. And 6-6. So Frank Robinson's going to get a hold of one here. And because of the hit and run, it's only going to be a double. So, price you pay there for the hit and run. But it does get the run home and ties the game at 1. So Powell up now. See if he can keep it going here. Powell struck out twice and singled. So he's going to get hit by a pitch. So it'll put runners on first and second. So put restrictions on Powell. So the go-ahead run in scoring position with just 1 down for Paul Blair. He singled his last 2 times up. Action in the Cleveland bullpen. So he hits into the 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. So Blair unable to get the go-ahead run home, but the Orioles do score the tying run on the double by Frank Robinson. And it's 1-1 as we head to the home half of the 8th. McNally back out on the hill. Heidemann to lead off. Heidemann, Nettles, and Leon. Then the pitcher spot if anybody gets on. And he's going to pop out to third. Robinson makes the catch for out number 1. Nettles up to the plate now. He's flown out to right twice. And he'll ground out to first. And he'll flip it to McNally for out number 2. So Eddie Leon up now. Leon 0 for 2. And he strikes him out. Pumps his fist. And we head to the 9th. So the Orioles looking to get a run here. So McDowell, his day is going to be bottom third of the order. We're going to leave him in. On a short leash, though. So Robinson up to the plate now. Robinson 0 for 3. Flied to right twice and hit into a double play. And he'll ground out to first, where Horton will take to the bag himself for out number 1. Davey Johnson up now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Grounds out to second, where Leon will make the play for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Oriole 9th. That brings up Echebarren. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Also struck out, 31. And he's going to draw the walk. So 2-out walk. And, So Echebarren will definitely be relieved here, and McNally's going to get a pinch hitter. So who are we going to bring in? Don Baylor was fast, I guess, back then. He only played in 8 games, though. So Don Baylor, who are we going to bring in? Let's see who actually played in the game. All right, Martin actually played in the game, and he's fast, so we're going to bring in Martin, a pinch run for Echebarren. Now the question is, who do we bring in to hit? Yeah, he's definitely going to play it safe. Hendricks actually played in the game. The on-base percentage. I think we can do a double switch here because Hendricks is the catcher. Yeah, so we're going to do a double switch here, and we're going to bring in Hendricks to pinch hit here. Oh, actually, yeah, because they're not gonna leave McDowell in now, are they? Yeah, we can't bring in Hendricks because lefty thing. Could, but we're not gonna. Play the percentages here. So let's see here. Who are we gonna bring in to hit here? Ooh, look at that. He's got 190. He's a lefty too, though. He's only played in 13 games. I think we're going to bring in Merv Redmond. Yeah, Merv Redmond, the pinch hit. He'd be a good pinch hitter, I think. So he'll be into pinch hit for McNally. So McNally's day is done. See if the Orioles can get on the board here and give McNally a chance at a win here. So McDowell. Yeah, McDowell is going to stay in there. So Redmond up to the plate now. 394 on base percentage, 544 slugging. So Mutton gets his lead off first. McDowell looks back at him. Kicks and delivers. Oh, almost a good result here. 32. And that is going to be it as he grounds out to second. Take the out at second. And that will end the inning. So we're going to head to the bottom of the ninth now with the Indians with a chance to win it here. So the Orioles are going to call upon their closer, even though it's a non-save situation, try to keep this a tie ball game and send us to extra innings. They're going to bring in Pete Reichert. Pete Reichert had like a 1.98 ERA, definitely have less than 2. He's got the A rating with a double X, DP minus, so definitely the man they want in there. So it's going to bring in, so McDowell's day is going to be done. Hold on here, let's see who we can bring in now. Alright, they did not use a pinch hitter in the game, so we'll have to decide who we want to bring in here. Who could be Larry Brown. He's 339 on base percentage, not bad. Average speed. Ken Harrelson. The Hawker. He only had 45 plate appearances, though. Oh, here we go. Chuck Hinton. He's going to come in. He's slow, though, but he can get on base. We'll replace him. So Chuck Hinton will pinch hit for McDowell. So Hinton with a 392 on base percentage, 477 slugging. So we'll go up against the Reichert. So here we go. Crowd on their feet here. Rally caps on. And that's going to be a pop out to third where Robinson will make the catch for out number 1. So Ford up now. Ford 0 for 3 on the day. And Ford is going to ground out to short. Belanger has it over to Powell for out number 2. As Reichert's now a B rating. Ted Eulander up now. Eulander 1 for 3. Singled his first time up. So Reichert looks in. Lefty on lefty. I think we're going to get rid of. We're going to pinch hit for Eulander here. And I think we're going to go with Larry Brown. Let's just take a look here. Oh, here we go. 360 on base percentage. Bat's a lefty, though. Yeah, no. We'll play the percentages here. Ada Pinson might not be a bad choice. 319 on base percentage. 339 for Larry Brown. I'm going to go Larry Brown. So Larry Brown is going to pinch hit for Eulander. Here we go. Reichert will deliver the pitch. And Larry Brown gets a hold of one here. And laces a single. Yeah, we're not going to. So Brown keeps the 9th inning going here. Indians trying to win it in regulation here. Ray Foster up to the plate now. Foster 0 for 3 on the day. Brown gets his lead off first. Powell holding him on. Here's the windup in the pitch, and it's going to be a 3-3. And that's going to be a double, and the run will score from first. And the Cleveland Indians win in dramatic fashion here. They walk off RBI double by Foster, and they will beat the eventual World Series champions Baltimore Orioles by a score of 2-1 here on opening day. So if nothing else, on opening day, everything is all right in Cleveland. Cleveland would finish in the basement in 1970, so they'll enjoy this victory for now as they beat the powerhouse Baltimore Orioles by a score of 2-1 here on opening day. So a great opening day here as the Cleveland Indians win 2-1 in the bottom of the 9th in dramatic fashion. So a great pitching matchup here as Sam McDowell will get the win, deservedly so. Pitching a complete game, allowing 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 4 walks, though, but 10 strikeouts. Hit a batter, facing 36 batters. And gets the win here on opening day, much to the delight of the hometown fans. So Dave McNally, the tough luck loser, pitches 8 strong innings, allowing just 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. The only blemish was a solo homer to Ray Fosse. He does not get the loss, though, so Pete Reichert will get the loss as he pitches 2/3 of an inning, allowing 2 hits, including the walk-off double by Ray Foster. So, for the victorious Cleveland Indians, Ted Ford was 0 for 4. Ted Uhlaender 1 for 3. Larry Brown was 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter, scoring the winning run. Ray Foster 1 for 4 with the game-winning double, RBI double in the bottom of the 9th. Tony Horton 0 for 3. Ray Fosse got the Indians on the board with a solo home run in the 5th. Jack Heidemann 0 for 3, as was Greg Nettles. Eddie Leon also 0 for 3. Sam McDowell was 0 for 1 at the plate, did walk once. And Chunk Hinton was 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. So for the Baltimore Orioles, who went down in defeat on opening day, Don Buford 1 for 3. Mark Belanger was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Frank Robinson 1 for 4 with a double and RBI double, knocking in the only run. And if Frank Robinson, they weren't doing the hit and run, that would have been a 2-run homer, but they were trying to score the tying run at the time, so can't blame him for that. Boog Powell 1 for 3. Paul Blair 2 for 4. 0 for 4 was Brooks Robinson. Davey Johnson 0 for 3. Echeverria 1 for 2. Walked twice. Kurt Martin came out as a pinch runner and came into the game as the... Oh, I should have left him as the catcher. Oh, well. Anyway, Dave McNally... I guess he must have been rated, or else it would have let me know. So, he must have been rated as a catcher. I'll check that in a second. So, Dave McNally 0 for 3 at the plate. Merv Rittman 0 for 1. And Pete Reichert did not get it in at bat. He is the tough luck loser. So, let's check here. Let's go to the Martin here. Martin must have been a catcher. Oops. Oh, he's an outfielder. Surprised he didn't let me know on that one. Anyway, thankfully that didn't play into things. But anyway, the Cleveland Indians won on opening day 2-1 in a great pitchers duel. So thanks for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Get this game down to 40 minutes, so that's better. Not much scoring. So Sam McDowell, player of the game, gets the complete game victory, striking out 10 and only allowing 1 run. So thank you for joining me. It's Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we will see you in the next, most likely it'll be the next day, the 8th, but if we have a good pitching matchup here on opening day, we may feature another game on opening day. We'll see. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now. Happy Easter.